Okay, we are rolling. Greetings, greetings, dear Capricorn. This is you. Over here is Tarot Lumination, and this is a little micro reading about Jupiter in Sagittarius for the 2018-2019 season. Now, you probably know that this is not an astrology channel, and there's some major astrologers out there who probably have written books on all this stuff. We're not going to do that here. We're just making this little playlist so that you guys have a reference point when we talk about Jupiter and Sagittarius, which is going to happen as we go through the year, as we reach certain trigger points. And I'd just like to have this on record for you so that Tarot Illumination can have some peace of mind and say, well, at least we tried to get something out there for you as a reference point. So let's get to it. So Capricorn, just picture, imagine the energy of Jupiter, the great benefic. You know, Jupiter is like, has this huge mythological profile from, you know, millennia gone by. And it's always about the magnificence, the wonder, and the bounty, the benefits. Jupiter is considered the great benefic. It expands and brings good fortune to everything it touches. Now, you know, some people say, oh, well, is it going to expand all the bad stuff? Well, try to be optimistic. Jupiter is the planet of optimism. Try to stay on the bright side of all of this. So what I'm trying to ask you to do is, Capricorns, imagine the energy of Jupiter filtered through the energy of Sagittarius. Now, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, so it's very, very much at home here. It's very strong and powerful here. And we can think of it as the beginning of a 12-year journey, because Jupiter takes about a year to get through each sign as it goes across the solar system. And that adds up to a 12-year journey if you add in the retrogrades and everything. So what I ask you then to do is take the energy of Jupiter, filter that through the lens of Sagittarius. Okay, so it's like you've got a double whammy, double dose of Jupiter energy, and then you look for that part of your life which is ruled by Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, okay, identified with Sagittarian energy. So we're going to look at that in a moment. Here is what the journey would look like for everybody. So imagine this is Jupiter, okay? And it's going zooming around the solar system. And it takes 12 years to do all of this. And this is all trackable through NASA and however you want to do it. It's a very, very predictable journey, okay? Now bring the lens in tighter where we are today. Jupiter is just beginning its 1-year journey through Sagittarius. I'm using a universal chart here, okay? I hope that makes sense to you. There's Aries. And this is you, Capricorn. So in about a year from now, you're going to get your own transit of Jupiter through your own sign. But right now, all the action is here, okay? So this is the 12-year journey that is starting right now, and we are in the first chapter here. That is the 1-year journey of Jupiter in Sagittarius. So how does that look for you, Capricorn? I'm going to try and give you a little abbreviated story here that you can take home and dwell and at least, you know, it might trigger your imagination. So Sagittarius is represented over here in your 12th house. People, it's all sorts of things to all sorts of people. I think of it as the house of self-undoing, the house of hidden enemies, the house of connections to the divine, the idealism, the beauty, the art of life, heaven, divinity, almost like the most intangible, most incomprehensible part of our life, our journey, our soul, our identity here. And so I think of a lot of this is to do with healing. So it's very hard to handle some of the energy here, but you've got Jupiter transiting here for a year. So this is very good news for you for this part of your life. So I'm going to read my little story here for you. Okay, this is you, Capricorn. Hope you can see that. Okay, that's you. And this is your 12th house Sagittarian energy over here. So this is your part of life that's going to be affected. So keep an eye out for new opportunities for understanding deeply buried, hidden causes of self-undoing and self-sabotage, okay, over the next year, especially when these points are triggered. Keep an eye out for new chances for deep self-healing through revealing that which needs to be healed. Okay, that's a constant theme here at Tarot Illumination. You've got to reveal it to heal it. So this might be a very interesting journey for you, Capricorn, as you expand your knowledge of, like, oh my gosh, you can see how you have been your own worst enemy, or how you have allowed others to undermine you, how you have allowed yourself to be a doormat, a dumpster, a human trash can for everything and everyone else, including yourself. Think of this as a massive festering kitchen drawer full of putrefying mess. So I'm overdoing it here, but you got to reveal it to heal it. And then when you clean that all out, you begin to start a whole new life over here when Jupiter enters Capricorn, okay, in about a year from now. So that's going to be really good news for you, all right, Capricorn? Meanwhile, consider and allow for expanding your conscious awareness of the divine, the heavenly, ordained aspects of your soul journey in this lifetime. Very hard stuff to deal with and understand. Also, please allow for divine inspiration, wisdom, knowledge, and increasing and better, I'd say, healing opportunities for you to happen through this next year. Again, it might be very hard to spot and identify, but you hopefully will feel it as trigger moments occur through the year for you. And I'm hoping you get something good out of this. Please make the best of this little video, okay, Capricorn? And if you want to, watch for your sun, moon, and rising. You could even do that with this, okay? All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye, Capricorn. All the best. Take care.